Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. This is the Atheist Ranger, and this is Reality Sunday number 4. I got Patrick Festa, Logic Tree, and of course the ever annoying Stalinist Brony. How y'all doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay,
waiting for
good.
someone else to answer that question.
I'm alright.
I'm out of tobacco.
Well, the Broncos won the Super Bowl. What do y'all think about that?
I don't care about football.
I'm a nerd.
Yeah. We're a bunch of nerds, dude.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, I'm not a Bronco fan. I'm just saying.
In that case, I'm upset for you.
Yeah, my team didn't even make the playoffs, so.
I didn't even give a fuck. So what's the first fucking article, man? What the fuck's going on here?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow tonight. Long day. So Marco Rubio. Don't ask me why.
Rape is a terrible situation. Okay, then. This is already stupid. From the very premise, this is stupid.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I remember this part from the debate. I watched it. Yeah, he's dumb as shit.
Yeah, he's a corporatist in a suit, pretty much.
He's an empty suit, man.
Exactly.
Even Ted Cruz said that there needs to be exceptions for abortion for rape victims and for incest.
Well, at least they're half in reality. Or at least
Yeah.
1/4 in reality.
Yeah, let me play this.
Well, not Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio's...
of abortion because you don't support exceptions for rape and incest. And Jeb Bush also said this to CNN. I want to put that up. He said, it's a tough sell to tell a pro-life mother that her daughter has been raped, that she would just have to accept that as a sad fact. This is not an easy decision, but Marco will have to explain that position. What would you say to
Well, a couple of things. Number one, abortion to me is not a political issue. It's a human rights issue. And so if Joe get a political issue, that's his right. For me, it's not. Number two, I have supported laws that have exceptions. The 20-week abortion ban, if it's
But
passed.
that's not what you believe.
Well, first of all, I do require an exception for life to the mother because I'm pro-life. Number two, as I've said, if they pass a law in Congress that has exceptions, I'll sign it because I want to save lives. The broader point I've made, however, is I believe all human life is worthy of the protection of our laws. That's what I deeply and personally believe. And I'm not going to change my position on something that is so deep in me in order to win an election.
So what do you say to that mom? The look her in the eye.
It's a terrible situation. I mean, a crisis pregnancy, especially as a result of something as horrifying as that, I'm not telling you it's easy. I'm not here saying it's an easy choice. It is a horrifying thing, what you've just described. It's heartbreaking. It is unimaginable, quite frankly. I get it. I really do, and that's why this issue is so difficult. But I believe a human being, an unborn child, has a right to live, irrespective of the circumstances by which they were conceived. And I know that not majority of Americans don't agree with me on that, and that's why any law that limits abortions that passes will almost certainly have exceptions, and I'll sign it with exceptions. But I personally believe that all human life is worthy of the protection of our laws.
Okay, well, you have to start with this, and that's that we don't know when human life begins specifically. So what is a human life to Marco Rubio? And we have to end with fuck you, Marco Rubio.
Okay, but if it's a human life, the second the fucking sperm enters the goddamn egg, so why isn't the fucking sperm itself a human life? If I jack off, should that be illegal because I'm
And some actually in Alabama it is.
Potential humans?
Yeah, that's what it is with these religious fanatics. That life begins at an erection, according to them.
Yeah, actually, in Stalinist Brony, if you live in Alabama, it actually is illegal to jerk off.
What?
Yep. Well, some city in Alabama, a few cities.
Well, that's... I don't even know what to say to that. It's what?
And for him to sit there and say it's not political, it is political because if I could be wrong, but Marco Rubio was for the Iraq War and the Afghanistan War and even the war in Syria right
I
now.
don't see the connection between that and abortion, dude. Connect the dots for me.
He's claiming to be pro-life. If you approve,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I mean. These people claim to be pro, like I've said before. These people claim to be pro-life, but yet they,
Unless it's brown people.
yeah,
Honestly, the only person. Sorry.
Offensive wars. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead, Logic.
Yeah, I was just going to say the only person who at least isn't a hypocrite on the whole pro-life thing, like they actually care about the kid after they come out of the womb that I've seen in the Republican debate is Chris Christie. Like that's the only one that I've seen who said like, no, we're going to make sure these kids are safe, blah 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 blah, and all that stuff. It still doesn't change the fact that the core element of the issue is still wrong. But yeah.
It just blows my mind that a political party, could be built on the fact that they're wrong, and they've been so for decades.
Oh yeah.
It's because it's religiously motivated.
Yeah, so you're wrong from the very
Religion in all
premise.
forms is just wrong.
Yeah, it's like the second you have a religious motivation for anything you do, you're wrong.
That's it. It's just wrong. Period. And
Yeah.
I truly believe, and if you don't like it, it's too bad.
Now this next one made me laugh.
Anti-abortion video maker David Daleiden blows off probation deal. What we want is an apology. An apology from who?
Oh, look at his hair. Look at his hair.
And for what?
I want an apology for his hair.
Yeah, I want an apology for your fucking shitty ass teeth, man. I mean, look at you. That's almost like British levels of bad teeth.
All right, it says anti-abortion activist David Daleiden indicated on Thursday that he would reject a plea deal after being arrested for creating a fake ID and attempting to buy fetal tissue during an undercover investigation of Planned Parenthood. After Daleiden turned himself into the authorities on Thursday. What?
I think it's Daleiden.
Oh, Daleiden. Sorry, thank you. After Daleiden turned himself into authorities on Thursday, lawyers revealed at a press conference that their client had refused a deal for probation on charges of tampering with government evidence and the attempted procurement of fetal tissue. Okay, well, he's just stupid.
So does he want to go to jail? Like,
oh, he's gonna go to jail. Absolutely. If he,
like at this point, yeah, he's gonna go to jail. Like, he didn't even get the fucking probation. He's like, no, fuck your probation. Send me to fucking prison.
okay, here's a quote which just made me sad and angry at the same time. He says, and I quote, "I think we all know that every day that goes by that the Texas authorities do not prosecute Planned Parenthood for their illegal trade in baby parts. They are sending a message to the entire country." He goes on.
You moron! You were the one who were like, fucking came in there and was trying to buy fucking fetal tissue. They thought you were a fucking researcher trying to cure disease. Fuck you.
Yeah, then after that he says that the state of Texas is now open for business in baby body parts. No, it's not.
No, it's not. That was you. It's you. It's you. You're the fucking problem here. Like, suck 1,000,000 pounds of dick. Jeez, you were so... Fuck.
Yeah, that might cost you an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
And of course, I have to remember that this happens in the same state by which I live.
Yes.
See, here's the thing. I get too worked up over PC culture because it could never happen in Texas the way it's happened in every other state. But that's only because of crazy right-wing psychopaths like this motherfucker.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He's
No.
not the he's I was just coming up with a shitty line because I'm a nerd. But he's not the He's not the right-wing asshole we need, but he's the one we deserve.
Yeah.
Deletin's attorney compared undercover tactics used by Deletin's anti-abortion group, the California-based Center for Medical Progress, to investigations done by CBS News show 60 Minutes. So he's comparing his fucking fake ass fucking video to 60 Minutes.
Yeah, like I've been saying, there's a difference. What they release is actually freaking true. You, on the other hand, heavily edited your videos.
And the very premise by which you went in to fucking investigate was wrong. Like, you were wrong from the get-go, and you're wrong now.
These are all true things.
And here's a video.
Cool.
If it'll play.
50 minutes?
Oh, damn, I know that long.
God, the audio is terrible.
Yeah, let's...
Did you see the Google Hangouts thing at the beginning? Is this on Google Hangouts? Yeah, that's
You
all.
can't even hear it.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
fuck
you
it.
can hear it.
Amen, someone in the crowd shouted.
Yeah, can you just turn on subtitles? Oh, okay, never mind.
Never mind, fuck that. Kansas Republicans threaten teachers with jail time for perfectly legal sex ed material. What?
Probably.
What?
Yes.
Superman would be pissed.
No, let's face it, Superman would be a Republican if he was real.
Oh yeah, that's right. DC Universe Abridged has that whole thing. Remember, I was raised in the glorious land of Kansas and on creationism. Dinosaur bones are a lie from the devil.
It says Kansas Republicans are pushing for a bill that would allow teachers to face criminal prosecution if they teach students materials they consider harmful. Okay, well, what would they consider harmful?
Who are you to decide what's harmful? Like,
Exactly.
In other words, you can't teach our kids about sex. Ever.
Oh my god. It's just, all these southern states wonder why they have such high rates of teen pregnancy. This is why.
That's true. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I remember, because I live in a southern state, and, I just said I live in Texas, and honestly, there is a lot of teenage pregnancy, and I say that because of what I've seen firsthand. I mean, I think I've told you guys before that, I used to hang out with someone I consider my best friend, and his brother was, he knocked up a girl at 16, and then there's, just so many instances of teenage pregnancy. There were pregnant girls at my school in high school, and there are women nursing at my school in high school, so it was no.
That's crazy. I couldn't even imagine that at my school. It's that never happens ever up here.
Says the bill.
Go
ahead. The bill sponsored by State Senator Mary Pitchell, which I assume is the bitch on the picture, stems from a controversy over a poster in the Shawnee Mission Public School District in which a poster reading, How do people express their sexual feelings? The poster listed oral sex and other acts, the Eagles reports. The bill was brought up for consideration at a committee meeting Tuesday.
Hold on, wait. Oh, poster.
I assume that's
I don't even understand what the premise of the poster is.
I think it was just a typical sex ed poster.
Yeah, they're saying that it had oral sex. I somehow I doubt that.
Exactly.
It was a list of sex acts that you can potentially. Exactly, fucking Patrick is nailing it on the head over here. What the fuck does that even mean?
Exactly.
It's
Well, the poster read, how do people express their sexual feelings, and I guess under it, it's at oral sex and other acts.
I guess in a list form and in text only. Maybe. I might believe that. I find it a little hard to believe, but I might believe it.
Yeah, like we don't get anything like that around here.
I don't trust this raw story site anyway.
Depending says Pitcher Cook said that state laws should protect parents' rights to safeguard our children against harmful materials, especially in school. Sex isn't harmful, but okay. Oh, sweet lord!
It's not harmful if you're teaching them, like, you know, precautions and shit, and, like, you know, how to not get pregnant at the age of fucking. The fucking God himself has entered the hangout.
I have walked on water. I have jumped off the boat, and I am here to cure all the ostriches from any cancer.
Oh my God! He finally made it.
He finally made it to a reality Sunday.
After weeks of procrastination, he has finally made it.
Well, yeah, you asked for the people's champ. Here he is in the flesh.
Can you believe the Broncos won, man?
Dude, it was like a fucking squash Super Bowl like I thought. I fucking ended my broadcast like halfway through. I couldn't take it anymore. I actually liked the fucking halftime show. Like, I actually liked it. But you could tell the Illuminati people are going to be like, "Oh my God!"
Oh yeah, no, Vigilant Christian already uploaded his video on that.
Already?
Oh, we've got to see that.
Already?
An hour ago.
The Super Bowl.
So what do you
Yeah,
say?
you're so late on the Illuminati shit on the Super Bowl.
So are you guys suggesting that I need
Halftime wasn't even over.
Are you guys suggesting that I need a glass of wine to stay in this hangout, or what?
Yes.
Possibly, yes.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, just go to Vigilant Christian's channel. Let's watch his video.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm down with it. Let's do it.
Alrighty,
All right, do it, Atheist Ranger. Let's go. The fucking.
we'll go up to that other article later. I gotta see this. It's only been like an hour.
Holy shit! Like, he is proficient, isn't he?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
he definitely is. He really
No,
believes
it's not
himself to be the Batman against the Joker that is the Illuminati. I am
Boy.
Vigilant Christian Mario, and I did a lot of hallucinogenic drugs in high school, but that does not mean I'm crazy or need any kind of therapy. Now, okay.
No, you
Go
need
to-
all of those things.
Yeah,
Videos.
he kind of gives former drug users a bad name. You know what I'm
Super
saying?
Bowl. 50 Illuminati, Coldplay, Beyonce. What?
Jesus,
the-
1 hour ago? How the fuck did he, he must have did this during the
Dude.
Super Bowl, or he saw the
No,
halftime show
here's what I think. I think he lives in LA, so he can upload faster than all of us, and I think that he is crazy as hell.
Well, the Super Bowl did happen here in California, so
Yeah, maybe he was there, and he was just like, this is just this.
he's like, "Oh my God, I must leave the Super Bowl immediately and go and tell the world about the Illuminati code symbolism."
Guys.
I think that is his thought process. Okay,
Think
turn the
about it.
volume up really loud.
Coldplay, Bruno Mars.
Halftime ritual exposed.
Oh my God, I have to turn my camera on for
Godly
this.
Bros.
You and you're here for another edition of Satanic Illuminati 50th Super Bowl halftime ritual.
Oh
exposed.
yes, Mario, suck my dick the way I like it.
Here is my video exposing the halftime ritual that was performed at the Super Bowl with Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. This was a blatant promotion of the Luciferian New World Order. And
I mean,
many
I liked
people
Coldplay, but I didn't know they were like into like satanic Illuminati shit. Now I like them a whole lot more.
No, you see, that's a thing that actually musicians will fake the Illuminati thing, so to fuck around with guys like this and to gain more popularity. That actually is a running joke with musicians.
I'm going to start a metal band, and it's going to be just called the Illuminati.
I was thinking about calling mine.
They are Luciferian. Therefore, they follow Satan, the devil, a fallen angel who has rebelled against God and now finds himself
Devil, Satan, the devil.
here on earth.
Devil, the fallen guy,
Men
By the way, I'm a faggot.
establishing
So who's killed more people, Mario? Who's killed more fucking people? Your imaginary fucking red devil man with the pitchfork, or the fucking guy who's drowned the fucking planet? Pick one. I mean, which one are you more comfortable with? Holy fucking shit! At least one gave one people a constituents of fucking.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Patrick, if we let this video play, we're all going to fall asleep. So we have to interrupt it every couple of seconds to keep ourselves entertained.
It just takes forever, man.
Okay, I didn't say anything about it.
No, other Patrick.
They do things and operate just
Annoying one.
because they have this.
Oh, get to the point, dude. Jesus.
That's what I mean.
No one should be falling for this programming. All right, guys. So let's get right into it. Now, the first thing that I have to say about this is, well, it was super hippie. If you watched Coldplay, I mean, it was obvious. They had all over the stage, and the stage itself, in fact, was a symbol that they have adopted for their latest album and really have been pushing. For those of you who don't know, it's Sacred Geometry, as you can see right here. And it is believed.
Pause the video. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't even do one fucking look. Like, okay, last year it was like, oh, it's so dark and creepy, and this year they went the hippie route. It's like there's no fucking pleasing these people. That's why it's like, hell, if I'm one of these people in the entertainment industry, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I'd be like, you know, like fucking putting Illuminati symbolism all over this shit if I was like, you know, the execs, man. I'd be like, all right, let's get triangles everywhere, get like the all-seeing eye right above the fucking stage, and like just like pentagrams and everything. Go the full 9 yards, man.
So where is this? Where is this sacred geometry he's talking about?
It's on the drum set.
The drum is round.
It's on the drum set right here.
Jeez, this sacred geometry. Hey, wait, my monitor is rectangular. Does that mean anything?
Illuminati, Patrick. That's what it means.
Called circles, that this pattern is found all throughout God's creation. So what? So what if it is? That the meaning cares. This is not God, and we are not God, and that really doesn't matter. God created this amazing universe, and there could be some crazy geometry at the core of everything, but really it doesn't matter.
So wait, hold on.
Then why'd you bring it up?
You just point that out and say that doesn't matter.
Then why'd you bring it up?
Yeah, then why did you bring it up, you idiot?
Man, I can see why the drunken peasants get so annoyed at this guy.
Type of stuff, and for those of you who don't know, the hippie movement of the 1970s was anti-Christ. It was against God.
It was anti-Christ.
Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it fucking wasn't, Mario.
It had zero to do with religion. It had everything to do with like opposing, like protesting the draft. Jesus.
And protesting the Vietnam War.
Yeah, like fuck. It had nothing to do with religion at all whatsoever.
And hairy women.
If you want to get biblical with it, that particular symbol is supposed to be St. Paul being nailed to the cross upside down. So if you just want to get technical with it, I mean, it's so fucking stupid how so many people get these symbols wrong. You know, like it's just fucking. Oh, I'm done. Fuck it, I'm done.
Shall we go on?
No, this guy's like, you know, it's all like so mysterious. We're all like, you know, it's water, man. We're all made of water. We pee water. You know, it's like, oh, it's so like weird, you know.
I like this guy with the fucking peace sign, but Mario talking, Jesus fucking Christ, get to your point, buddy.
Yeah, this guy looks cool. I like the look of that guy.
Believed to be wrong, which was the Christian faith. They attacked the Christian faith because they believed that it was bad.
Evidence.
I don't care if they attack the Christian faith. Some of them might have.
Yeah,
most of them did.
Please.
I have a grandmother who was a hippie back then, and she was a big time.
My grandmother's still a hippie, and she's a devout Christian.
It was the Aleister Crowley Satanic Awakening and revival. They brought over all this occult, esoteric teachings. Yoga got very popular, and Eastern mysticism. Dabbled.
Oh yeah, yoga satanic.
In order to expand consciousness.
He believes that.
Yeah, he's just listing a whole bunch of things that they're into, Eastern mysticism and stuff. Yeah, you know. What a fucking dick.
God. And the thing is with the hippie movement is it was massively deceptive, trust me, I'm a Canadian here, and one thing in Canada.
Oh, I'm Canadian. That makes you an expert on fucking the hippie movement.
Yeah, trust me, I'm Canadian. Okay.
Most of the hippie movement happened in America, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm black, so therefore
California and shit.
I know more about chicken. What is Colonel Sanders doing on the front of KFC?
It's like, dude, I was born in 1959. What does that make me? Not expert.
I was born in 1990. I was born in the 1990s. So what does that make me?
Everyone who's not Canadian, you're not an expert, just according to
And
Mario.
I'm the next to the youngest in my family.
Trust me,
There's
guys, I'm
6 of us.
Canadian.
Yeah, I was born in Texas. Am I an expert on executing the retarded? No.
Liberal, it's insane. So when I perceived the hippie movement growing up, I was like, yeah, man, that's awesome, you know, like they're free, and, you know, this is the way that people need to think and be, and I bought into
Oh my
it.
God, this guy's so
It wasn't
stupid.
until God matured me and showed me spiritual maturity that this stuff is spiritual immaturity. It's a bunch of people who want to do what they want.
Wait a minute. Stop.
Who want to do
Spiritual-
what they want.
Wait, spiritual immaturity, but why the fuck is this so complex, Mario? Why the secrecy? Why the whole hiding behind, you know, the mirror and doing all this? Why put in all this work if it's immature? That doesn't make any sense. It's either very complex and it has a structure where it goes way beyond our fucking intellect, or it's immature and it's easy to see.
Yeah,
what the
like-
fuck it is.
And another
Like
thing is,
Mario.
he's trying to ascribe this like secret sort of like cabal, like this specific dogma that was specifically designed to attack Christianity to a movement of a bunch of people who just didn't want to go fight in a war and wanted to stay at home and smoke some weed.
Yeah, and also if you picture a secret society, like you picture like meeting in the back room, like a secret back room of a nightclub, and like the room in front of them is like filled with an orgy, and the room before that is like a rave, and they're like hiding out there. You don't picture like a bunch of dudes walking along in the street, like tattooed from head to toe, and wearing almost nothing but what looks like jeans and a vest. So yeah, no. This is years of comic book reading on secret societies, and you are full of shit, Mario. You are more full of shit than DC Comics.
You guys want more?
Keep
I can
going.
barely hear it. You gotta turn it up the volume or something.
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
crank it.
Drugs and live freely, and many of them died from drugs and AIDS and all sorts of sexually contracted illnesses.
Me even died from drugs and all sorts of things, you know.
Okay, the main two drugs that the hippie movement is associated with is LSD and weed. Now, LSD, yeah, I could see you could die from that, but no one ever died from weed, dude.
This is not something that you want to adopt. So the Coldplay thing this year was all about promoting this hippie thing. The
This
New
hippie
World
thing.
Illuminati are really into this, this type of thing.
They're really into this.
This type of thing, you can just disgust me.
Yeah, no, it's like there's a lot of things, this,
This is
like
laughable.
this
It-
language
no,
that's very indirect.
It's fucking equilibrium. It's like any fucking type of art that he sees that goes against his mind frame is something that he just burn it, you know, burn it at the fucking stake. Seriously, it's weird to see this, like in a country like where people could choose to be expressive and choose to make art and you know whatever they want. You also have assholes like this who it's too colorful and hippie, but last year it was too dark and sinister. Make up your mind, dude. It's fucking.
I mean, we're actually just by playing this, you're giving this guy more, what's the word, exposure than he deserves. He's like, I look at people like this and I laugh.
He already has several 100,000 subscribers.
That's the scary part.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that's what I'm saying, you
here's
know.
the thing, I mean, I
He
don't
doesn't
know
need
much,
our exposure.
I don't know much
He
about
has twice as many subs as Sargon.
400,000?
Yep.
Dude.
Last time I
I don't
checked.
know much about Coldplay, but this whole thing about how they're hippies. I mean, last time I checked, they were like alternative music at most.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
last
are.
time I checked, Coldplay were like early 2000 boy bands
No, like the
that tried
theme
to
of
turn.
the theme of the halftime show was like the hippie thing.
Oh, I thought it was saying Coldplay was hippie. I'm like, not really.
Nah, Coldplay's
To
not.
me, he's reaching. He's just reaching for whatever he can.
It's
at
like
this point.
stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing, Mario. I would love for you to meet my friend Stretchy McStretcherton, because that's what you're the master of.
Anytime you see anything that uses the words exposed, NASA secrets exposed, the Illuminati exposed. I mean,
But it's like
Yeah.
it's not even like he's exposing anything.
laughable.
There's so much.
You're giving the guy notoriety when he should just be like spit in his face. Just like, don't even bother playing it.
Of course,
But, like,
we-
there's something-
It's
it's like,
hilarious.
listen to-
It's funny.
Here's a drinking game for you guys. You take a shot every time he says the words like thing, or like any form of like indirect language like that, like where he doesn't name what he's talking about.
I don't have enough wine left for that.
I don't think you have enough wine left to blow for that picture.
Trying to make evil look good. Evil is always constantly trying to masquerade itself as something positive. By the way, this is an upside down broken cross. All right,
My ass.
Oh, he got it.
Wrong.
Oppression, because it didn't allow them to do what they want, because God has rules and the hippies don't want no rules. They just
Well,
want
that's
They
wrong.
don't want no rules.
That's a wrong
Don't
depiction.
want no rules, and this is rules,
yeah,
and God
it's-
has rules.
It's a broken cross, but it's not whatever the fuck he said.
Not the hippie version of it. No, it comes from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And like I like how these people can they can look at a symbol and say that's what this is. Well, no, you don't get to tell the people who used that symbol and made that symbol what it means.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
just
I
watch.
did look it
whatever
up
they say.
years and years ago, and they did mention it being a broken cross, but it had nothing to do with what this guy's talking about.
Yeah, and
They did
Vigilant
describe the
Christian.
symbol as a broken cross.
Yeah, Vigilant Christian Mario just needs to watch Easy Rider. Like, if he wants to get some little bit of context.
Well, for all fairness, I could be wrong with the whole Saint Peter thing, but the fact of the matter is, Saint Paul. See, there you go. I'm fucking wrong right there. But the fact of the matter is that people took that symbol at a certain time in history and made it into a fucking scheme of peace. And now you're taking it into like, oh yeah, people died and overdosed. Like, yeah, of course people died and overdosed, but not all of them were hippies. It's like it's all over the
Some of them are
board.
really depressed lawyers.
Exactly.
It's one ridiculous statement after another. It's just stupidity. It's just, I mean, the hippies were a lot of things, and they were all individuals, and some of them were sex crazed drug addicts, and other ones were just peaceful. It was just a change in history. It was a 1960s were a very strange time, and the Vietnam War took place, and then people were against that, and for obvious reasons, it was wrong to go in there and all this other stuff, and they were, it's just the same as today. I mean, you have the same kind of people today that are, you have drug addicts that are rich and famous, and you have drug addicts that are poor and in the gutter. I mean,
Sorry.
it doesn't have anything to do with whatever movement they're from.
I just remembered in 2 hours a new Venture Brothers comes on.
Oh shit!
Sorry, I got excited.
the whole world coming together. There's a rainbow. If you look at another mural, there's this little chakra thing, and we clearly see that the Denver International Airport was built by the Freemasons, and it's
Oh.
Well, you see, here's the other thing. Hagbard Celine is a YouTuber I talked to. He once said all the men on his dad's side of the family are Freemasons, and it's a fucking boys' club. That's the literal Freemasons. They're a little weird little boys' club. That's
Also,
all
don't
it
you have
is.
to be a Christian to join?
And not only
I think so. I think you have to be a Mormon to join. But all
Not
right.
only that, it literally is about building. And if you look at that symbol, I don't even have to know it. Never seen that symbol in my life, and I can see that it's a compass and a ruler, or a what do they call that?
A square.
A T-square or something. It's about building. It's about machine drafting and design, and it's about that sort of thing. You can see that just by that symbol.
Yeah, it's basically a boys' club for high-class construction workers.
Yeah, I mean, Oh my
gonna
God!
give this
It's so geometric. It's two triangles with a gem.
They're gonna take you back in the back room and rape you in the butt.
They don't even have a raping lounge.
I'm gonna give this moron a few more minutes.
Okay, so this is them hiding the.
What kind of secret society doesn't have a raping lounge?
So as you can see, they're going to enter.
It's a secret society, but they got a plaque there for everybody to see, right?
And just to point out, the Denver airport has this. Try to explain that. Okay? This isn't the.
Try to explain that.
Oh my God, that's no.
That's
Oh my
so
God.
perfect.
You like that? I'm glad you like that. I mean, it's so stupid. It's like this is a secret society. That's why they put this plaque there for everybody to see.
No. This is clearly a sign. The horse is clearly a sign that Stalinist Brony started his cult in that time with a fucking time machine with the Freemasons.
Logic tree.
The cult
Logic
of the
tree.
Free Bronies.
Logic tree.
What?
I told you. You never speak of that. There's several men in suits that are going to be knocking on your door later. Cooperate with them if you want to live.
God, I love his videos also. Like, I randomly search through his channel because I like to laugh.
Oh please, don't go to Brett King because you'll get fucking flagged now. Apparently, he started some new kind of.
No, you won't. You won't.
I love his videos on the Men in Black. I love that.
Brett King has videos on the Men in Black.
No. Vigilant Christian does.
Oh.
Not like the movies, but like the actual like conspiracy Men in Black.
Of course.
Of half alien men being hired as government agents.
Of course, that's how it works.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work any other way, of course.
Seriously, his name is the Vigilant Christian. Therefore, I already don't like him. I don't even know what he looks like, and I hear his voice. It sounds just.
He looks like a gay man.
And I don't mean anything about gay. I mean, in my old definition from when I was in high school, we used the word faggot for anybody who talks like this. And I think I'm right, and I think you're wrong, and no matter what you say, I'm just that's a faggot.
All right,
that's what this guy is.
This is a confusing one. School suspends trans boy for using boys' restroom after girls complained he was using theirs.
Wait a minute, what?
School.
So wait, So he's a trans boy. So I'm going like.
So it's a girl who is a boy.
Oh, it's a girl who's a boy. So.
Or it's a boy who's
girls
a girl.
Were like, oh, it's. Which way is he transitioning? But either way, he was like using one bathroom, and then they complained, so they like used the other bathroom. So he used the other bathroom, then they suspended him.
No. If it's a trans boy, that means it starts out as a girl and it is a boy. So no, it started out as a girl and it's becoming a boy. So that's what it is.
Oh my God! Make up your damn mind.
It's right.
That's one.
There's a transgender student who identifies as male was suspended from his South Carolina. What a surprise! From his South Carolina high school after a teacher saw him using the boys' bathroom. The child who wishes to remain anonymous appears to be caught between a rock and a hard place.
Well, already with this story, and this is something you see, I think just in general with public education in the U.S., not just with Southern schools, there is such poor communication between the teachers and the staff and the administration, because like there are so many instances where just like saying, you could ask, can I go to the just like a simple thing in like 4th grade. I'll use this example. You could ask, can I go to the restroom? The teacher says yes, but that classroom doesn't have like a bathroom pass or something, right? So you'll have an administrative officer who will like put you in the principal's office because they'll say that you're skipping class, things like that, while you need to take a shit.
It said when he began transitioning in middle school, he continued to use the girls' bathroom, prompting complaints that there was a boy in the girls' bathroom. So the middle school allowed him to use the boys' restroom for 3 years without incident. That ended at, I can't say that word, Socastee High School when a male teacher was leaving the boys' bathroom as the student was going in. So,
I'm living in the world of where everyone needs to make something a big deal about something somewhere. Like it's fucking ridiculous. Like someone somewhere just wants to make something a big fucking deal. This isn't a big fucking deal what someone does with their personal body, and this above all else should not even intentionally be national news. It should be something that should just be handled on a staff level, for fuck's sake. I mean,
yeah, well, it's obvious that that particular staff member was against anybody being gay, homophobic.
Probably against anything that differs from the norm, whatever the fuck the norm is.
He was going to make an example of that kid.
Yeah.
But like, how did he go 3 years using the boys' bathroom without incident, and then he just happens to run into this particular asshole and get suspended?
Yeah, I got another one here about Benghazi.
Cool.
Oh, sheesh.
What about Benghazi?
Oh no, not again.
Vol Story says this is what actually happened at the U.S. consulate in Benghazi. I'm not particularly familiar with it, but I'm sure you guys can catch me up.
What, you mean on like Hillary's trial?
Nah, I think it's going to talk about what actually
happened. Terrorist attack in Benghazi. In Libya. For anyone who doesn't know where Benghazi is.
Oh, come on, you stupid-ass computer.
They just released a movie about this, actually.
Yeah, Michael Bay. It's the only movie he actually tried on.
Why is he still a director?
Because you'll pay to see his movies.
And they need explosions.
Was there a lot of slow-mo in it?
Actually, yes, there was a shit ton of slow-mo, and the human
That's his style.
Oh, god damn it, did it really just say Texas style?
No, he said that's his style.
Oh.
Yeah.
English, dude.
I would never say Texas. Not comparing it with fucking Michael Bay unless he's actually from Texas. Then it's a different story. I don't know where he's from, so.
It wouldn't surprise me if Michael Bay was from Texas.
Well, he likes everything big. He likes big explosions, big titties, big ass. So yeah, it would make sense if he is from. Let me Google that right now. See where he is from. Wouldn't surprise me.
Either Texas or like California or.
Yeah, he definitely has a boob fetish. You can tell.
Well, who doesn't?
At least he's honest about it. I think he's more open about it.
Well, honestly, Quentin Tarantino's weird foot fetish thing.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It's in every movie. Every movie has some chick putting her foot in someone's mouth.
Oh, Born in Los Angeles. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know this. It says supporters of the Obama administration, meanwhile, were irritated by the Republican-led follow-up investigation, which aimed to cover up the missteps, produced a critical 46-page report, and has cost the U.S. taxpayers a reported $4.7 million.
Wait, who did? Wait, who costed? Who costed $4.67 million?
Apparently, Republican-led follow-up investigators. But yeah, it says right here, what really happened the night in question. I think the first question was the compound secure?
Wait, what's that article right there with Trump's face on it? Donald Trump says he can make waterboarding not a crime by declassifying it.
No, you can't. That's still a war crime.
That someone's like coming out, oh yeah, I'm just going to use hollow bullets. Like, no, you can't. You can't. So all this bullshit about hollow bullets, I don't. Maybe it's Alex Jones doing a good job or a bad one, but no.
Oh, I just saw the remix of Alex Jones's "Hitler Took the DMT." Stalin took the DMT. Hitler took the DMT.
So like, why are we still doing this Hillary Benghazi thing? Like, is she still in trouble? Are we?
Yeah,
is she, what's going on with that? Like, what's?
No, nothing happened. Nothing.
No, nothing happened, and she's not going to be the president.
No.
Oh, that dude! Look at a picture of Obama like year 1, and then look at them year 8.
Well, yeah, but you can do that with all the presidents, especially those who served 8 years. The job ages you considerably.
Well, what do you think Hillary's going to look like? Like, right now...
She's going to look like the Crypt Keeper.
She's going to look like a crocodile.
Jesus.
Yes, we were talking tonight.
Hillary took the DMT.
I'm still trying to get Kojima World Order out of my head.
You know, I really want to take DMT now. I really want to. I want to see, like, Alex Jones claims that you will see clockwork elves.
Clockwork elves.
You know, I was really on board with the whole Alex Jones things until, like, he just made it blatantly obvious that he's, like, this, just fucking nuts. I'm sorry, like, there's no...
You mean from the very beginning?
He made a lot of sense. The problem is that he always
believe it or not, Alex Jones actually started out with the same kind of credibility that we used to give the Young Turks.
Yeah,
and now he's crazy.
I don't even know how that happened, though, because I used to watch a lot of Alex Jones, and then he said something crazy, and I'm like, Alex, you know what? Good luck. I can't do this. And I just walked away from Alex Jones.
Oh, yeah, no, he believes in a bunch of crazy shit. He believes that there's a shit ton of fluoride in our tap water.
Yeah, that one. Like, really?
Like, can he produce evidence of this?
Oh, also that not just that there's fluoride, but also that there's estrogen, a shit ton of estrogen in our tap water.
Yeah, well, the fluoride thing came about when they do add fluoride to the tap water, but they've been actually lowering it. But that was for way back when I was a child, the teeth health issues and stuff like that. But now they're claiming that fluoride causes this, that, and the other thing, and they're secretly like the Illuminati. They're secretly adding it to do things, you know, like, and they're adding other things.
Globalists.
He also claims that all world leaders ever have taken a drug called DMT, which is a drug that induces hallucinations and opens their consciousness to other dimensions.
Okay.
Can he produce evidence of this?
No, I can't.
You know what?
I know that it's
DMT.
You know what? Fuck it. Alex Jones is the Illuminati. It makes perfect sense. Who else needs the fear mongering? Who else needs to sell fucking vitamin water to you? It's Alex Jones, man. This is what he does. He sets up. He's like God in a sense. He sets up the devil. He goes down, does a whole bunch of scary stuff, and look at the devil. The devil, you need my help. Go to church. Pray, do this. I'm telling you, man. Alex Jones is the fucking Illuminati. I'm telling you. Watch. He's gonna come out one day. He's gonna rip the mask off. It's gonna be Oprah Winfrey.
Oh yeah, Atheist Ranger. If you could just share one more video and look up Alex Jones DMT remix techno.
Fucking Oprah Winfrey.
So, like, where can I get some of this DMT? I want some.
Stalin took the DMT. Bush took the DMT.
Is that when he was arguing with Piers Fuckboy Morgan?
Yeah.
Or he's like, Stalin took the guns. Whoever took the guns, Mao took the guns. And in 1776, Will commits again. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. The latest one of his videos, actually not the latest one, the one he released 2 months ago, was him saying that he was going to team up with Ben Carson to defeat the Second American Civil War.
Oh, God.
When's the Second American Civil War?
I don't know.
Why is it gonna? What's going on?
I know. Honestly, that's why I thought of Venture Brothers, because while we were watching Vigilant Christian Mario, it made me think of Alex Jones's comment on that, and it made me think of when General Tracer said, "That's when we were stopped." Yeah, this is when we were. Stopping the Second American Civil War, the secret one.
Play it. Do it, atheist. Do it.
I wasn't informed that we were in a civil war, but okay.
This is it, yeah. Turn it up.
Yeah, let me feel it, man. Let me feel it. Hold up, man. I gotta get my lightsaber, man.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, no, Atheist Ranger, you got to turn it up.
I did turn it up. It's almost up full blast on my computer. Must be.
Oh, okay.
You know, you could actually use the YouTube app and everybody. Anyway.
Yeah, but no, the audience won't be able to see it.
Yeah, I don't know if True. I don't know if you've always liked this guy or you liked this guy at one time.
True. Do you have an Ultra Saber?
I never liked this guy.
No, this is Luke's.
Oh, okay.
I always thought this guy was a jerk.
Well, I don't like him per se, but he's like very animated, and my son likes him, so I guess that's a plus.
Very animated. Yes, that's what Mal looked like.
Oh man, that is funny.
Oh no! Look at that face. I wish you could screen share that. I wish this was Drunken Peasants right now. You could just screen share Alex and just looking like he just took a big old shit and came at the same time.
Oh my god, that's fun.
They believe they're communicating with entities they call clockwork elves. Not going to get into what they're interfacing with. They believe they're in contact with off-world groups.
I call him Alex Hicks, or Bill Jones. He's virtually Bill Hicks, but in a news informative way. It's weird how to explain how
this guy's not a news informant. There's no information here because information kind of has to be like true.
Oh come on! You're on a prison planet. You didn't know? You're trapped on here. You can't leave.
Well, yeah,
Lord
Gravity
Senior,
does a good job of that.
Who has put the bodies of dead aliens into your body to make you think that religions exist? The only way to stop it is to cleanse your thetan levels.
Oh wow. That was
I'm
awesome.
on a prison planet. I can't leave. Yeah, Gravity will do that to you.
Alex is great. What else can I say about Alex?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say earlier to John, Jungle Jargon's having a hangout.
Right now?
Yes, at the topic of the the title under was how moral are you? By the way, I saw you in Awesome Animes Hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
talking about
Yeah, I would have joined, but I was in another hangout with a friend.
I still have to get my head together and figure out how to fuck I'm going to do this Science Sunday thing, or not necessarily Science Sunday, but this Sunday thing I'm supposed to be doing. I got real lazy on it. Things have been happening here, and I haven't been able to formulate. I'm still thinking of getting my Facebook group people and having a hangout and inviting the list of people I have in the Science Sunday Hopefuls circle, and a few from the Facebook group. But I haven't done anything with it. I have been so lazy with it.
I know, Patrick. You and I, we're gonna have back-to-back shows, man.
I know.
We need to live the dream.
I'm thinking I'm doing something like you're doing, only instead of these stupid political articles, thinking about taking the posts from the group. You know, like my favorite posts, my favorite science posts, or something like that from the group, and talk about them or something like that. That's what I'm thinking.
Sounds cool to me.
That sounds fun.
But I just, Sunday rolls around and it's like, today's my day off.
Yeah.
Like, I never get around to doing it. It's already February. It's already going in the middle of February. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, that
procrastination.
That hangout I was in was a awesome hangout. We were talking about the topic was beliefs and how do they form, how can they change, stuff like that.
You didn't invite me, dude? Well, I guess I was in anime.
Yeah, you were in Awesome Animes Hangout. I would have invited you. It was awesome, man.
I would have came over. I would have been like, Atheist Ranger's telling me to come over to this hangout. I would have.
Yeah, I think it's also that I've been sort of satisfying my need to talk science and weird stuff with the Unseen podcast, which isn't mine, which I don't make any money on. So I've been sort of, venting on that. So I haven't been doing anything of my own. It's like I don't seem to have enough energy to do both. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, true. The thing I was asking you wasn't it wasn't if that was Luke's lightsaber. It was just the website that you ordered it from. Was that like is it just like from Target or is it from like one of the? Sorry,
I bought it at Toys R Us.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was like one of them from Saber Forge or Ultra Sabers.
No.
Yeah, those are like the high end fucking expensive ones.
Yeah, like you can beat someone to death with one of those.
Yeah.
Really? You could?
Oh yeah.
Really?
With an Ultra Saber, definitely.
Easy.
No, not one of those.
Oh.
With an Ultra Saber.
Oh, an Ultra Saber. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
literally.
Yeah, so what he's trying to tell you is that's just a toy, man. You probably.
Yeah, that's what we're telling you. We're telling you you're a cheap fuck.
In today's news, a black man beat the shit out of another man with a lightsaber, thinking that it could actually kill him. Now he's in prison for the rest of his life. God be with him. God be with him. God be with him.
All accurate. I can see True doing that.
I can see me doing a lot of stupid shit, honestly. As long as I'm not as lame as Chuck.
See, every time you like get up and walk out that door, I just envision you going on like a Grand Theft Auto style, like fucking run up to a guy with a baseball bat and slap him in the side of the head, and then fucking take his car.
I park a new car in my driveway every single time I come back.
Yeah.
And then you have a 2-player spot where the girlfriend gets into your car.
Yeah,
I thought we were comparing it to San Andreas.
Sometimes I kick her out in the middle of the freeway, though. Or sometimes I'll purposely drive into the ocean. She can't swim.
She can't get out of the car.
True took the DMT.
You did.
But
I want some. Like I like if this is like apparently it's a hallucinogen that like opens up your fucking mind to like fucking other dimensions or some shit. I want some of this fucking shit. This seems like LSD but like 1,000 times better.
Yeah, and honestly, well, yeah, DMT. What it is it's a drug that makes you have hallucinations like dreaming.
Like lucid dreaming or just dreaming?
No, like dreaming. Just dreaming. It's the same kind of hallucinatory effects
really
as having a
important?
vivid dream. Yeah.
You know what's really important is that toy lightsaber looks really good on camera. It sounds good too.
Maybe I should do like a video or something showing.
Yeah, and the reason I recommend Ultra Sabers is because if you order an ultra heavy grade blade, what you can do is wait for someone to break into your house, and then you can light it up and be like, I blind you, I hit you, I blind you, I hit you, I blind you, I hit you. That's what I always imagined. Like every time I see the Ultra Sabers advertisements, I always imagine like the midget who's controlling the dummy, the slapping dummy from Master of Disguise. Someone breaking into his house and he takes the big lightsaber. He's like, I blind you, I hit you, I blind you, I hit you, I blind you, I hit you.
Oh man. No, I was thinking about doing a Sunday show too, but
yeah, I was disappointed.
Yeah, I was gonna do one this morning, and then I ended up watching the fucking Super Bowl, and cause similar to Patrick, like hell, I only had one day of like actual to myself sleep this whole fucking week, so yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to doing Saturday shows though, but I am gonna try to do Sunday shows too. It's gonna be called Sunday's Worst.
See, now like everyone's shows are always at like the ass end of the week, and it's like there's this time of the week like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday where I have nothing to do.
Well,
I'll
join
play video games and shit.
I'm just playing
and do
lazy.
homework.
Well, I'm still gonna do True Tuesdays. It's just that I can't be as fuck the government, and I can't do all that.
Yeah,
I can't be a part of this system.
That's what I started thinking, because Sunday is obviously the religion day, right? So I was thinking of just for spite having a Science Sunday. That was my original idea, But I've just been so lazy. I just don't want to do anything anymore. I don't know.
That's
that DMT remix is the only song I think that actually makes me want to learn how to breakdance.
Yeah, if I can get some serious discussion going here, at least attempt to. I'm subscribed to this place called Atheist Republic. They always have great questions sometimes. I just spotted one here. It says, you are 13 again with all of the knowledge you've gained since. What would you do differently?
Fuck every
Well,
chick I have ever met
Everything.
since now till then. Yeah, I would.
Well, I mean, 13 was only 3 years ago for me, so not much at all.
Oh god.
Because I haven't
no.
gained much new knowledge since.
Like, yeah,
then.
with me, I'm only 20. If I was 13 again, I'd blow my brains out. I'm not going through 8 years of that again. No.
Yeah.
7 years of that again. No.
Pat,
Yeah, I'm not going to go through 53 years again either, but I would do everything different.
well, I'm 24, and there's a lot of things I wish I had done differently.
Well,
Yeah, it's because I don't have to worry about being like I know how to fight. I know like how like I'll be the man in high school, and more than likely I'll be going to college because I'll be more focused because I know that this shit is important, more important than I gave it credit when I was in that son of a bitch. So I have this advantage where most people are like, well, obviously, you could take a great advantage of that. I don't know how you could fuck that up. That's literally like being handed the fucking football at the goalpost and not being able to score the touchdown.
Yeah, honestly, when I say, like, I mean, there is, I think, maybe, like, one thing I might do differently if I was 13 again. Well, it would still be impossible to deal with school because it's Texas education, and it would still be warped as hell and make no goddamn sense. Like, it literally hurts your grade if you know the subject. But there might have been one thing that I would have done differently, but other than that...
Yeah, I think of a lot of things. I mean, testimony to my own laziness. It took me like 8 months to make this. I had the parts in my drawer for months. I finally, the last night, until about 3 o'clock in the morning, I finally glued them onto the paper and put the magnets on the back. But you talk about something that should have taken me a couple hours to do the whole thing. It fucking took me 8 months.
Here is another interesting one. It says, if there is intelligent life somewhere outside of our planet, do you think they have developed their own religions?
Yeah, probably, definitely. Why?
God, I hope not.
That's a tough one for me, man.
I think they definitely did. I think, of course, they did.
I would have to say no because I'm just saying that based on I hope that they're smarter than us.
Well, no. It just said other intelligent life, right? Not
yeah,
that
you can't really say.
Yeah, not that it's advanced life, just that it's the same intelligence as us. Of course, they would have their own religions. I mean, we have proof as to where I think we sort of have a kind of an easy to argue proof of where the delusion of the whole God thing came from during our Homo naledi stage of evolution. The pineal gland, the sort of thing they call the third eye, that thing in your brain, became more active. And we needed that as a stress-relieving mechanism, so it became like euphoric. So we used that as our euphoria, as to force ourselves into a state where we could take a break from basically a consciousness existing. Our logical part of our brain tried to conflate that euphoria with the real world. Therefore, you get the delusion of some kind of God. It's like Richard Dawkins. Sorry.
But we're still talking humans, though, so we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably you sound like it sounds logical, but the truth is that we really can never really know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We always base our
ideas
on our own thoughts.
Yeah, I know. If they went through a similar evolutionary process as us, even if instead of apes they evolved from canines or feline type of creatures on that planet, I think it would still be the same generally.
Oh, by the way, John, when we go offline later, there is a certain music video I want you to see. Since your name is now the Stalinless Boney.
Okay.
But it's a music thing, so I'm gonna wait till we go offline.
I can't wait. I think I already know what it is, but I can't wait.
He has the DMT.
I do have the DMT.
The DMT. He's eating the DMT now.
I'm eating the DMT.
Okay, here's kind of an interesting one. Says, why is it that many believers deny or ignore the fact that the burden of proof is on the believer and not the doubter?
Well, because they don't have proof, so they flip it. So they're like, I don't have to prove anything. You have to prove it because they don't have proof. They know they don't.
It's always a projection. Always.
Exactly.
Every person I've ever met on this entire planet, or anybody who I've ever met in my entire life, including my own family, always project when it comes to religion.
You're
always a
taking the thoughts out of my mouth, dude.
No, yeah, I completely agree. It's none but projection, and I don't know how, but they've actually gotten better at trying to evade the burden of proof.
Like, it boggles my mind. Like, they're like, well, you have to, in order to be an atheist, you have to prove first that the universe had a naturalistic cause. So I was like, no, I don't.
No, I don't.
No, well, I'm not going around telling people that you have to fucking follow these laws in accordance to something that you can't prove is real. So,
and I don't believe anything about how the universe started. I have like these hypotheses and like theories presented to me by people who know a lot more than me, but I don't really believe any one of them. I just look at all these and say, they seem pretty logical. Because with the evidence that they give me, and everything seems to fit. So, I mean, and there's more, a lot of them are like mutually exclusive theories because they're different hypotheses as to how the universe came into existence. And I don't have to believe any of them, and I don't have to prove any of them to not believe your bullshit hypothesis.
The ones that make me laugh the most, these so-called philosophers that come in, these Jesus freak philosophers, they come in and say, an atheist is a person who...
Nope. It's like the second they say...
You already... Yeah. In other words, it's like, deny's got no...
Like, no?
It's like they're going to tell you what an atheist is, and you're the atheist. It's like, okay, sure.
Well, it's not just that. I mean,
try to tell them what a Christian is, and then they're going to be spitting in your face, right?
Oh, exactly. And here's the thing. And this is, to me, this is just like gold for me. Me telling you that I don't believe you, regardless of the claim, me telling you I don't believe you, that is not a positive claim at all. So I don't have to prove shit.
You have to prove that you don't believe him.
It's always a reversal. It's always a projection.
Can you prove you don't believe in him?
Yeah. Right. It's always a projection. It's always trying to switch it up on you. It's like you can't be an atheist because you're just denying God. You just want to do something that's wrong. You just want to.
Yeah. What do you really?
Hate God.
What do you really have to do to prove that you don't believe in God? Do you have to like basically like rape a Catholic cross? Do you have to do that?
Right. So in other words, to them, it's you must be evil. You must be a bad person if you don't.
But wait, how many times were there instructions from God personally to go to another town or village and pretty much kill all the men, and anybody who was who wasn't a virgin, they were pretty much killed off, and the fucking virgins were pretty much given to the men. So how often did that happen in the fucking Bible? Is that not a certain kind of constituents of evil in a sense?
Well, but easy for a deity pimp.
Well, it's God. You can't tell them this because they'll just do this. It's like
exactly.
That's definitely another testament to easily finding that these religions are fake. I mean, if you look, even if you don't want to bring science into it, look at how every religion started by a small tribe says be fruitful and multiply, or something similar to that. And every religion started in a society with a large population says, hey, don't fuck.
Yeah, very peculiar.
Yeah. And it's always just as the madman would say, it's a way to control your society.
Oh yeah, well I think it was Kyle Kalinske that said it best. We all know how we got here. We got here because our parents fucked.
Well, yeah, no, I think Rick and Morty said it best. No one's here on purpose. Shut up and come watch TV.
Oh, I just thought of something that you guys are gonna flip your mind when I tell you this.
Okay.
You all know G-Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, wait.
No. Go ahead.
No, wait. I'm sure you guys all know the story in the Bible about how God sent two bears to kill two children for making fun of the prophet. That story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually thinks that God was righteous when he did that. He said that in a live hangout, his last hangout.
G-Man took the DMT. The DMT. G-Man. Sorry. No, he's a crazy psychotic. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. We need to get rid of religion. Hey, if any of you haven't seen it yet, there's been a video out for, what is it now? It's over 10 years now, I think. I don't know. It's close to it anyway. By Phil Helines. Quick, what was the name of it?
Yeah, he said that during the last G-Man versus the World.
Yeah.
He thinks it was righteous that God sent 2 bears to kill 2 small children because they made fun of his prophet.
How egotistical is that fucking monster they call God?
I know.
Send like bears to kill children because they hurt his feelings.
Okay, let's think about this for a second. Let's think about what a fucking bear is. Okay. Now you intentionally, and this is me not even really thinking at all. Okay, there's no preparation here. You send 2 fucking ferocious bears after 2 children because they made a joke. Does anyone see the monarch in this anywhere?
Yes.
Like, it's almost like, oh my god, you talked about the king's toes. Now everyone has to wear sandals and cut this fucking guy's foot off. That's what this shit sounds like. There's no logic behind any of this.
You know what that reminds me of? We have a person who, if you make fun of him, he'll kill you. His name is Kim Jong-un. That's what your god has become.
Oh, yeah, no, Christopher Hitchens, the divine North Korea.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, you apply that to like a real-life situation. How regarding that story, how is that any different from, like, let's say me sticking 2 dogs on children because they entered my yard? That is no different.
Yeah, so this video from Phil Helines is Science Saved My Soul, and it's many years old already, but it's the most famous video. He was even on the news at one time. If none of you have ever seen it, especially you, Stalin, and you, Atheist Ranger, because you're the 2 youngest ones in here, you might not have ever seen this.
Actually, Logic Tree is younger than Atheist Ranger.
How old is everyone?
I'm 24.
True, how old are you?
30.
30. Patrick?
Well, if you've never heard of this, after this hangout is over, there's the link. I highly recommend you turn on your best sound, your best headphones or whatever, and put it on the highest definition you can play it in. It's not really in high definition because it's an older video anyway, but definitely watch this whole thing. Science Saved My Soul by Phil Helines.
Cool.
Got it. Bookmarked.
Okay.
He's got a bunch of other ones too, but this is the most famous one.
Bookmarked. What else is going on in the world today? It's February 2016.
Yes, not much,
Same
man.
shit as last year and the year before that.
You guys were in the podcast last night, Friday night.
Yeah. Oh,
we were talking about artificial intelligence. It was episode 42, so we're talking about Douglas Adams, and we're talking about Marvin, the paranoid, manic depressive robot.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about
that. Yes,
machines
let's talk about
becoming
artificial intelligence.
There, things like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the old the joke that I heard from Stephen Hawking in a documentary once was a scientist finally creates the first AI, and he asks the AI, "Is there a God?" And the AI responds, "There is now."
Yeah.
That'd be scary. I'd just be like, nope, shut down, take the batteries out, destroy it.
Yep, time to walk away from
destroy
this
all my
fucking,
research. Nope, I'm gone.
Terminator thing here that I just created.
Or worse, it could be the opposite way. It could become your obsessive stalker and think you're God.
Oh,
well,
I prefer that.
I highly recommend science fiction called Robopocalypse.
Robopocalypse.
Yeah, it's about a computer that became sentient and a whole war starts off. But the audiobook is
the
actually
recommendation machine, man.
Yeah, there was a lot of science fictions. And through the podcast we were talking about, that science fiction has been talking about these sort of things since before I was born. So,
Yeah, no, one of the things...
Asimov, of course, is always mentioned, but I think it was Douglas Preston was the Kraken project about a particular piece of software AI that was meant for NASA's space probe to Titan that became vindictive and ended up escaping into the internet. The other one was Robopocalypse, which is I'll look it up. Wait, hang on.
Jeez. Anyway, so I just realized, True.
What's up?
You and I have the same TV.
We do.
We do.
You got a Samsung?
Yep.
Ha ha ha! You must have bought that Black fucking Friday like 2 years ago.
Yep.
Because that's the only fucking way you got that TV is Black Friday 2 years ago. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
I don't have a TV. I have a laptop.
That's
and an
fucking
iPhone.
freaky. How the fuck did you end up with that? What the fuck is going on?
Daniel H. Wilson.
Drew's freaking out, man.
It was a movie too.
I'm about to get a 4K monitor so I could see like fucking my boobs in like real fucking definition.
True wants to see his boobs.
My boobs. My boobs, your boobs, everyone's boobs. Pull them out, gentlemen. Let's go.
I don't have boobs, dude. I'm too skinny for that.
I am, dude.
You see, here's the thing. I get
my ribs, dude.
See, here's the thing. I get boobs when I don't work out. And
Atheist Ranger is ripped, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You see the veins popping from his neck.
You're on G-Man levels there, buddy.
He's like, oh! So we all gonna get naked or something? Like, what the hell's going on?
I was about to, honestly.
Nah, I don't
like
think
Sunday night.
Yeah, let's not.
Patrick was like, nah, fuck that shit, man. I don't know about that. That's a bad decision. Hold on, whose hangout was it where the guy, it was your 50 subscribers?
Yeah, it was my 50 sub special.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Where Sargon of Akkad whipped out his dick.
Yeah.
Oh god. I was screaming. I was like, oh my god, fucking ban him.
I was trying, my FPS, there was 12 people in the hangout or something crazy. It was 10 or whatever the maximum amount was, and my FPS was 2. And I'm trying to get the mouse cursor over to the fucking eject button. It was crazy, and this guy's just, oh yeah, and I'm sitting there, dude.
He's like, hey guys, check this out, and he stands up. I'm like, oh no! I was not expecting full-blown cock in my face right now. That was not cool.
If the host is having trouble with his bandwidth or something, and everybody else in the room mutes him or blocks him, he'll end up having to leave anyway. But yeah.
No, the problem with it wasn't he was saying stuff that was bad. It was we were seeing his
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that you can still do that same. You can go to the little arrow, I'll go to Stalin, for example, and I see profile, ignore, and mute. Now you could ignore. Ignore is the word. Yeah. So you would ignore him.
Patrick, you don't understand.
If enough people ignore him in the hangout, he'll end up being kicked out.
Patrick, you don't understand, man. It's still in there, man. It's still in there.
It's in your brain. You can't unsee it.
Yeah.
I've smoked so much weed since then, and it's still in there.
Yeah, it's still just seared into my brain.
Just like my hairy man tits.
No, you're fine.
I can handle that. I can't. Okay, look, I'm not homophobic to oh my god, a cock. But you can't just throw a cock in my face unexpectedly.
It's definitely wrong. Yeah, it's
I would say that I don't have man boobs, but I have stretchy nipple, which is the precursor to man boobs.
I got milk dud nipples. I don't know how to explain it. See?
What kind of
Welcome to the
cancer is this
Are you guys
conversation?
begging
welcome
to see
welcome to
my abs or something?
welcome to Sunday night nipple monologues.
I know.
Like what the fucking cancer
Okay.
is this?
Yeah, let's get to some serious parts here. That hangout I was in, it's from I think it's a YouTuber called Joe Carter, and I think the main two questions that we were all talking about is what changes beliefs and how do you think beliefs are formed?
Actually, wait, Atheist Ranger, really quick, because when you took off your shirt, it falls in line with a lot of theories I had with Power Rangers fans in general, because what you notice with them, are you a black belt in any kind of martial art?
No, I am not.
Okay.
I have trained in martial arts.
Okay, yeah, you see, that's it. They're either, like, super into martial arts and, like, ripped and tight as shit, like sexy as fuck, or they're, like, fat comic book nerds, and that's always, like, the even split down the middle, and you fall more on one side than the other.
Well, here's the unfortunate thing. Well, number one, I ran out of money, so I'm not practicing martial arts at the moment. But I think I've told Chu and John this before. I did take 2 years of Taekwondo, and I've taken I think a month worth of lessons in Wing Chun. So yeah.
I've taken, with me it was 4 years of Taekwondo, 2 years of Jiu-Jitsu, and only about 6 months of Okinawan Kabuto.
Is that weapons?
Yeah, it's really, half the class is really distinct and organized, and the other half is weapons training, like you'd ask the sensei to train you in a specific weapon.
Hey, Wolf, how's it going?
Hey, Wolfgang.
Muted.
Wolfgang.
You got audio, Wolf?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, okay. Hey. But yeah, no, to the thing, the question I was talking about. Yeah, the main two questions of the hangout we were all talking about is what changes beliefs and how are beliefs formed. It was a very interesting conversation, so I thought I'd bring it here.
I mean, they sort of start off as like models of the mind, right? You know, models we just try to make understanding of the world, and like how it can be changed is dependent on some type of experience relevant to the subject, I guess.
Yeah.
Through some external factor, possibly. Other than that, I can't. But other than that, I can't really, say anything beyond that.
Well, I think for some, at least for me, it was like for information, because for the first like 16 years of my life, I was a deist. And then, I started looking at more science, looking at more history, saw that the Bible and the Quran was complete bullshit, and Chu Shim left the hangout. Alrighty. And, yeah. You got any answers there, Logic?
For what?
Oh, the questions I was asking. What changes beliefs and how are beliefs formed?
Well, change comes through conflict. Any conflict you have results in change. What results in the conflict that results in change then? So for anyone really, I guess, who's studied philosophy, I'm taking philosophy right now, it's usually doubt. What instills doubt? So that would be a life-changing experience, or maybe just encountering new information. So I would say the gaining knowledge of new information changes belief.
Is there any beliefs in your life that you've had to change because of that?
Dude, I used to think I was a fucking vampire. What the fuck do you think?
Oh, well, I didn't know that. But yeah. I mean, no, I mean, like you said you were studying philosophy. Like, have you ever had to, change your beliefs beyond being a vampire?
Well, that's a pretty big belief. Like saying I should not try to hurt someone and drink. Like, okay, but let's say let's see. Change my beliefs on a few things. Well, I've gone a bit in a circle. The problem is that I think I would line up a lot with what a lot of people in my neighborhood say, and they're like hardline Christians. I still would go against them on the hardline Christian issues. But when it comes to just all the basic morality stuff, I just kind of went in a full circle, I guess, and just kind of came back to like I don't know, like I would say my current philosophy on life is Lebowskiism or dudism, which would just be people are going to be who they're going to be. Don't try to stop them, but if you can have a peaceful conversation with someone, don't waste the opportunity. I guess that changed from when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, I was crazy as fuck, and I picked fights with anyone around me. I was pissed off. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Low immune system, low mental capacity. I was just fucking crazy.
Wow. Where the fuck did you go, John?
Places.
Awesome.
And I took the DMT.
I also took the DMT.
How did that feel?
No. It was a joke. We were watching an Alex Jones remix clip of him saying, Hitler took the DMT, Stalin took the DMT, the DMT, Mao took the DMT.
I'm pretty sure he did drugs too at some point in his life to be that paranoid.
Oh yeah, no, he's not.
Yeah, no, he did all of the drugs.
I'm just saying that's like mind obliteration, because when he talks like G-Time Johnny, like
G-Time Johnny, like the difference between Alex Jones and G-Time Johnny is G-Time Johnny is like a good kind of crazy.
I know, and like Alex Jones is like he's like the PCP kind of crazy.
Yeah, whereas G-Time Johnny's more of the LSD kind of crazy.
I like Mario. I like Vigilant Christian Mario because he's more of the crack mixed with LSD kind of crazy.
I do not like the Vigilant Christian Mario. I think he's so dumb.
Oh my god, that video
See, yeah. G-Time Johnny, he talks philosophy and it makes sense. Like, to me, anyway.
I mean, like, do you get it? Like, okay, man, time objects.
Yeah, I get G-Time Johnny.
Like, we have to go back to nature. That's G-Time, genetic time of our biology. And
I'm a prophet of G-Time. Or I'm a disciple of G-Time.
You don't want to be a word slave and a victim of the Catholic time terrorists.
Yeah, honestly, that's actually one of the things that always makes me laugh whenever I'm talking to other people on these hangouts, other than me. Like, I would say, like, my channel theme is, like, more lighthearted than most. And, like, it's, like, Logic Tree and, like, Wolf King and Cerberus and Death Rape 912 and... Like, it's always kind of odd to me because, like, I'm the one who used to think that drinking blood was a good idea. And I have, like, the lighthearted one. I have the one that's, like, daytime themed.
I remember this one story about this guy named Sol Invictus. He was running for some political office, but not before he sacrificed a goat in the wilderness. Some forest deity.
I think he was Florida. He running for a Florida, the Florida Congress seat. Thing. Yeah. Very technical terms going on.
Okay, so he was like, what? What was he? He was sacrificing a goat to a forest deity. He was a druid or something.
I think some type of I don't know, some type of like some weird pagan or like white supremacist dude to Odin or something.
Promising himself to Odin.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I need. No one needs that, because if there's Odin involved, then usually that means there's also going to be some white supremacist stuff involved. Yeah.
I don't know why. Like I don't understand where that comes from.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, like, well, with a lot of Nazis and also a lot of like right now they have a gang in Germany called the Sons of Odin, who are Norse pagan themed, and some of them are Norse pagans, and they're also neo-Nazis.
During World War II, the political party, the fascist political party in England, was called the Nordic League.
Yeah, yeah.
I know that from V for Vendetta.
I didn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dave Rubin recently quoted him.
V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
I love that book and / movie.
Cast as both villain and victim in this vitriolic play of villainous vile.
Ranger, you back yet?
No, he's never back.
I was going to
He's
try
always
and
gone.
answer his question, but now
I think
What's his
it
question?
was some type of German paganism where Odin was like celebrated as the god of war, and you destroy the other
But
tribes.
he wasn't even the god of war. He's got a strength and wisdom. Like seriously, he wasn't even the god of war. Like,
No, Odin from Marvel is the god of abusive fathers. Sons, kill each other for my amusement.
yeah, it's.
Goat blood.
But like, yeah, I don't understand. I don't know. It's like, what is it with like the Nordic gods and white supremacy? I don't understand.
Well, it's probably just because, well, I don't know, like, say, for instance, there was a very pagan black supremacist group. Do you think they would be worshiping, like, Christianity, or do you think they would be going more
Well, if they're pagan.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's say there was a religious black supremacist group. Do you think they'd be going with Christianity, or, well, actually, some actually do go with Islam? But what I'm going for is, like, if they didn't have one, and they would go more with just Elegua and probably hoodoo, not voodoo, but they would go more with, like, God.
To be fair, like just to give you like a little fun fact. I mean, Islam wasn't. I mean, to a degree, it was prevalent in Western Central Africa. So yeah, we'd probably go with Islam, but probably add some bullshit in there, like I don't know, white people were invented by a black scientist with a big head named Yaqub 6,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Nation of Islam. You have to put the bean pies on the grill on white people are devils and crackers.
Yeah, actually, we have a black supremacist group in Houston that is a member of the. Well, we have a sort of a faction, a segment of the Nation of Islam in Houston, led by a guy named Cornell X, and he looks like a freaking bodybuilder. And he always shows up with, like, his hands together, like, no, you don't understand. The world is against everyone, and there's the only through us we need to be united. And you're prosecuting an entire group of people. Like, anytime he's asked a question, he just says, you're prosecuting an entire group of people.
So, but he's the black supremacist.
And no, I gotta be clear. He's not talking about black people. He's talking about Islam.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's also and even more like a better example that I actually have experience in is like the Black Hebrew Israelites.
Dude, those guys are hilarious, man.
Those guys are great.
Yeah, like I see them around the stores or downtown. They're like. Like talking like loud and stuff like this, talking about their,
but I would join in. I would join in with that.
Native Americans and Mexicans and all this.
Yeah, I know, but I would join in with that. It's like, he's the white devil. I'm the white devil. He's an evil motherfucker. I'm an evil motherfucker.
Yeah. Like dressed like Power Rangers and shit. Talking about
they really are dressed like
get respect.
So speaking of Rangers, Rangers back.
Like in freaking ninjas and stuff.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, I know. They're also like the video I saw of them. They were dressed like Shaolin monks, but with purple and gold.
Yeah, ripping off.
I'm gonna try to answer your question.
Go ahead.
I know, but they're just so enthusiastic about it, which that just makes me want to join in.
Well, what were you saying, Patrick?
I was just going to say, I was waiting for you to come back because I was going to make an attempt at answering your question.
Oh, go ahead.
So your question was, where do the beliefs come from, and how do they change, right?
How can they change? Yes.
How can they change? Well, that's easy. Beliefs come from trying to figure out how things work, and of course, before there was actual understanding of how the things worked, the people assigned gods, and even from the most mundane religions, from the pagans to the most harmful religions of the major gods and stuff, and the one god. Understanding how things actually work and scientific research and all that stuff, that's how things change. Unfortunately, hundreds and hundreds of years later, thousands of years later, there are still morons out there who still think that the Earth is flat, and they just have no concept of how reality actually works. So we are stuck in this dark ages versus people who are in reality. But that's how things change. They have to change by people learning how, logic and how things actually do work.
Jeranism.
Yeah, my personal thing is
education, I guess. But sometimes education isn't everything. Education only starts when a person sits down and says, I want to learn this stuff. But when they don't want to learn anything and they think they have all the answers, education.
Well, for example, I think a good example is how can other kin exist? It's sort of out of this new I don't know, this more or less PC kind of environment that's sort of evolved out of with this transracial trans species thing, like I'm a dragon or I'm a
says the Wolf King.
Yeah, well there's a difference. I mean, I happen to like it because that's what that angel granted me, when I made the deal.
Yeah,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The reason I got the whole Satanic Temple look is you already know the joke. The Baphomet statue and the Satanic Prayer and all the other stuff. You already get the joke. And also the name happens to be awesome as hell. But to say say that you have a soul of a wolf or a dragon, or that you're an alien, or some other stuff. I mean, listen. It's cute and a little funny when the musicians do it, but to say that you're really it is ridiculous and stupid. Shut up. Get real. Come on.
Yeah, I think when it comes to changing beliefs, I think, at least in my opinion, it's just evidence and personal experience. But I completely agree with the first part Patrick said. But when it comes to changing beliefs, I think it's just, in my opinion, evidence and personal experiences and conflict.
Well, yeah, I mean, evidence, personal experience, but you have to be willing to accept it. You have to look at it and say, wait, something is wrong here. I don't like when I was 10 to 12 years old and I was in catechism, I'm like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? I actually, as a child, I knew there was something wrong. That's the first step. I mean, but if you're going to go through life as an adult thinking that the Earth is actually 6,000 years old, then you either you need to fucking have a pot of coffee and wake the fuck up, or just leave everybody else alone, because it's just not working. But so I would say education is a major part, but and I was always promoting education in school and science and stuff like that. But there are some people you just cannot reach, that they're so embedded in their brainwash that there's just no getting through to these people.
Well, I created a fake religion on a second channel. I have Church of Sinestro. It's an entire religion based around the villain of the Green Lantern.
But it's fake.
Yeah, of course it is. What, did you think I was actually worshiping Sinestro?
That's something you would totally do.
And then when he inserted his giant pink schlong, I knew.
You're even making Patrick laugh with that.
Well, what is this? You even made Patrick laugh.
Well, you don't tend to laugh at stuff like that. You tend to like, oh, what the fuck is this stupid shit? I'm out. Jeez.
No, sometimes I get a little weirded out.
Well, right. I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah,
the point.
I'm thinking
a bit
like
prudish.
sorry.
Prudish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been trying to come up with I don't know. I'm probably going to change that. It's a flawed concept. There's not really much you can do with that creatively, with the fake religion around the villain of the Green Lantern. But I definitely want to keep that as a fake. Oh, I could say the Satanic Ministries of the White Devil.
Oh, that's nice.
I even have an evil goatee. I can just do a vlog series on how great the evils of the White Devil is.
That's great. Do it.
Oh God, no! But you see, it really does though. With the whole Black Israelite thing, you see, they're more fun than any other supremacist group. Like Nation of Islam will straight up kill you. That's bad, okay? But with Black Hebrew is the Hebrew Israelite people, they're passionate about what they do. I feel like I could go up in concert with them, like see what they're wearing, because they do stand out there all day. I will drive over to Party City. I will make a costume similar to theirs. I will stand right next to them and agree with everything they say. As a white dude.
That's great. And film it and send it to me.
I mean, they're still a hate group according to Southern Poverty.
Well, yeah, they're a hate group, but they're funny.
Yeah, they're the funniest hate group ever.
Yeah, like with that is something with black supremacists that I can't find a white supremacist group that would be funny to just agree with everything they say in a personal format. Like it's funny like in a text format when you agree with someone who says like Hitler did nothing wrong, just to see where they go with that. But like that's just online. Like if you did that in person, there would be someone interceding on you before you got to the joke part, so you'd be seen as a white supremacist too. But if you just did with the Black Israelites, it's like a societal loophole that I think would work.
I have argued with them a couple of times. The only thing is that they tend to get louder, and it tends to be a waste of time. So,
that's when you're trying to argue with them, which is not what Logic Tree here is proving.
Yeah, no. I want to literally go up and say, hey, I'm white, and I agree with everything you said.
Damn. Anything else here, gentlemen?
Nope.
Alright, I'm going to cut the live feed. This has been Reality Sunday number 4, and I've been your host, the Atheist Ranger. I hope I can get some more serious conversations here going next time. See you all later. Bye.